Alright, good morning everybody. Morning of day 4 here. Got another 21 miles to do today. It's 48 degrees, so a little chilly to start the day off here, but Dan and I each got up at 3:15 as promised. So we're getting everything packed up. Most of my stuff's packed. I already ate my oatmeal, so now I'm just drinking my coffee here, and then get the rest of the stuff packed up. I'm gonna try to be on the trail maybe around 4:30 is my goal, so we can start hammering out some mileage, just kind of shorten the day up on the back end, since we each got a long drive out of here. And the biggest thing that we're both hoping for is dry feet today, because feet are feeling pretty fatigued from the past few days of wet, but nevertheless we'll make the most of it. So regardless, we got 21 miles out of here. Breaking a little brush here at 5:24 in the morning. I know. It's gnarly.
All right. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I've had better. Oh, careful.
You had that one.
There he goes. It's 7:30. Just made it here to Wild Boy Shelter. Making pretty decent time so far this morning. Some water here. We're gonna get filled up, and then I think just stop here for maybe 5 minutes and have a snack. Site's definitely not very hammockable. I think you can make something work down there in the woods, but definitely be better off staying in the shelter here. But we're not gonna spend too much time here. Probably take no more than 10 minutes. Just get some extra calories in, and then keep hammering down the trail. Alrighty guys, just after 10:30, finally made it down here to this shelter. It's actually the newest shelter on the trail. It's about 74.5 mile mark or so. This one's really nice. They just built this, I think, last fall. There's some cut firewood and benches and stuff outside. Standard picnic table. They got some like bunks in here, chairs, some pots, pans, rakes, just kind of all kinds of stuff. It's just a really nice setup that they've had at all these shelters. So Dan and I are going to use this one as our lunch stop. So we're just going to get some lunch here, get some water, get rehydrated and calorie up, and then knock out the last 10 miles of this trip. Alrighty guys, it's 1:45. Just made it up here to the Patterson State Park. It's not real big, just some tent sites here. There are a couple pavilions, which is nice. You could get out of the weather. It's really nice for us right now because we're in full sun. Just stopping, resting for a couple minutes. There is a bathroom here behind me. So we're going to get everything packed up, and then I think we got a 2-ish mile climb, like descent down, then a small climb up, descend down, and then one more small climb, and then we'll be done. So we're nearing in on the end of it, and we got about 8 or so miles to go. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. All right, we just made it down here to where the West Branch Trail juts off from the STS. If you're not feeling game enough or don't have the time to be able to take this whole loop on like Dan and I are right now, there is a smaller loop, I think it's about 25 miles, that you can make up using the STS in this West Branch Trail. I've got a video on that. I'll plug on the screen. It's a very nice loop as well. Dan's done it as well. You know, it just makes for a real nice, enjoyable weekend trip. But so we're going to sign in on the trail register and keep hammering. All right, Dan and I just made it up here to the Sunken Branch shelter. This is the last one that we're going to come across for this trip. This is the last one on the loop. This one, pretty much you're limited to, you're going to have to stay in the shelter. There's nowhere else to camp. I mean, maybe you could blunder down in the woods and try to make something work with hammocks, but it's going to be tough because there's just a lot of real small trees. And then there's just a road right here. So, you know, you don't want to set up on there. You're going to get run over by four-wheelers or something. But there is 6 gallons of fresh water here, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So we're gonna get rehydrated and then knock out the last 5 or so miles of the trail. All right, at long last, we finally made it into the 80 series numbers, so we only got 4 miles to go. Looking forward to it. All right, we made it out here to about the 80.5 mile mark. There's a real nice campsite right here. Doug and I stayed here when I did that smaller loop back a few years ago. This was a real nice campsite. They've really spruced it up since I was here. Now they got some premier seating with backs and everything. I hung my hammock right between those 2 trees, and then there's a couple nice tent pads right there, and right there you could make work. All right, we just made the turn for home here. This is the last climb of the STS. I don't remember being too bad, but I think it is maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles up here to where it flattens off. But we don't have far to go now. All right, folks, we've done it. Completed the loop. We're on our way back to the district office now, where we left the cars parked 4 days ago. I must say this was definitely my biggest hike in quite a while, and the longest hike that I've ever done over the course of 4 days, and the most sustained 20-mile days that I've ever put in. So that was good to be able to check all those off the bucket list. The weather started out a little bit finicky on us, and with some high humidity, and then the rain showers from yesterday. But it is great that we were able to finish out on a beautiful day. It has been stunning all day. Sunny skies. We got a nice breeze going now. You really couldn't ask for any better weather. You know, it was cool this morning to get started. Just 5 till 4 right now, so we'll probably make it back to the park office there at 4 or a little after. Another great trip with Dan. If you're not following Dan, make sure to follow him. He's got lots of good content out there. Good to have a guy along that's done this trail several times. I think we each had a pretty good time. Didn't get to see too much wildlife, just you know, some deer and turkeys and that sort of a thing, but no bears and no rattlesnakes, which that part's good. So I think we're going to drop the hammer on this last half mile or so, get back to the cars, and then try to find something to eat. So as always, guys, get outdoors, have fun, and embrace the uphill. Till next time, this is Vista Ventures.